Yo, I'm gonna be straight up with y'all, even though you're never gonna see it. So this is what happened yesterday, of course, when SNK released the Awaken Orochi trailer. That trailer was the very first thing that I saw that day when I woke up and looked at my phone. And I had a busy day ahead of me that day, like I had to do some stuff in a very timely manner, but I'm like, uh-oh, I guess I gotta record a video because they put the trailer out. And I actually did it. I actually recorded up until I realized that this was a teaser trailer. I had thought we were gonna get some gameplay. Once it had instantly shifted to the whole 98 thing, I'm like, aw, come on, man. But with that being said, that did get me thinking about a little something that I did want to talk about. You see the title, Are the Awakened Orochi Team Wasted Character Slots? Now, I am not a fan of how a lot of people use the term wasted character slot. Like if you dig deep and pick somebody's brain enough, at the most modest, 7 out of 10 people that say that, what they really mean is just they despise said character. Which, I don't think that constitutes a wasted character slot. Even though I personally don't consider even characters that quote nobody plays, you know, Angel and Baiken, y'all have probably seen the stupid jokes and memes about that crap. Even though I personally wouldn't consider those characters quote wasted character slots, I do think there's an argument to be made about that. Like Jade, for instance, my favorite Mortal Kombat character. In MK9, she apparently had a very low pick rate, which led to her being cut in MKX. It happens. Now, depending on the context, whether you want to talk about in general or whether you want to talk about in the meta, because there was a reason why Jade wasn't picked in the meta that much. She apparently wasn't that good. She was a low tier character. And seeing how developers, especially with fighting games, love to add new characters and new installments, I can acknowledge why a company might look at something like a low pick rate and think, yeah, it's time to make some cuts. But yeah, that's all to say that the whole concept of wasted character slots is one of fighting games' most slippery slopes. Casual players and competitive hardcore players are going to see different characters as wasted slots. And even with characters that I personally despise, you already know who, I can't call them wasted character slots. Unless, of course, said character happens to be mostly a copy and paste of other characters already on the roster when you have a vast universe of many different characters and boom, you already know where this is going. That's all to say that despite me mapping out my issues with how a lot of people apply the whole wasted character slot concept, if you were to say that the Awakened Orochi team are wasted character slots, you will not get an argument out of me. And it's so infuriating because I like all 3 of these characters. But when you have a franchise full of characters, so many unique characters in the KOF universe, a lot of them are still relevant because they made cameos throughout many different endings, why not have a team consisting of some of those characters on the roster? There are so many names, so many team ideas, I'm not going to go into that. I'm going to strictly focus on the Awakened Orochi team and just give my thoughts about them. The crazy thing about it is, I am not against this team being in this game. It's just, why did they have to be separate paid DLC character slots? Why? SNK dug up and dusted off and brought Rugal back, a character that we haven't seen in the mainline series for a while, and made him free DLC, but you couldn't make the Awakened Orochi team free DLC. Now, I'll give SNK credit, I do like the fact that all of them are in their Heavenly Kings attire, and I can't wait to see how Chris's idol stance is, like when he's holding the flames there, because I legit think that right there is like the most badass idol stance in KOF. What I want SNK to do with these 3 characters is I want them to be built from the ground up with their movesets. Because usually when it comes to these Orochi characters, in case you don't know, yes, the special moves are different, the supers are different, but I want also normals and command normals to also be different. I want different animations across the board for these characters. If they do that, then I'll be lightly satisfied. These characters can legit be hella fun, but I will always look at this team and think, SNK, you had so many other options, why this? I even like this idea, and I first heard it from SpeedKing125, shoutouts to him. They could have given all of these characters like an alternate climax super to where they could transform into these Orochi forms. Chris could already do that in 2002 UM. They could have brought that back. You telling me that you have Rock and Geese Howard with 2 freaking different climax supers and you couldn't have given the Orochi team something like that? That'd have been dope. It might be a little bit insane in some aspects. You know, imagine you're fighting against Shermie, you're already scared to get command grabbed by her because that character hurts when she has meter, but imagine she pops climax in the middle of a match, becomes Orochi Shermie, so now you gotta watch out for projectiles and flip kicks. Like, yeah, that might sound a little bit insane, but you could tweak it where it's not ridiculously freaking broken or anything. That would have been creative. A lot of people I've been seeing, even people that have KOF 15, myself included, feel like SNK has not been creative when it comes to things like the roster and some other things, but that's beside the point. Also, while I'm talking about Orochi Shermie, this had better stay in 2002 UM. Yeah, if they bring that back, then screw this team. I'm not even joking, that mess is so dumb. But yeah, Team Awaken Orochi is on their way. They will be here August of this year. And seeing that August is the month when EVO 2022 will take place, I'm pretty sure we may get a gameplay trailer like at the event, maybe before it, maybe there'll be something else revealed at EVO. I just know, and you all know, that EVO is a time when there is a load of fighting game reveals. So yeah, do I think the Awaken Orochi team are wasted character slots? Yeah, I tend to think so. As I mentioned earlier, calling characters wasted character slots is not something that I say often, even if it's a character that I think is boring and trash. But with stuff like this Awaken Orochi team, you're not gonna get much of a debate or an argument from me. And before anybody comes at me talking about, can y'all stop judging it so fast? We just got a teaser. We haven't seen gameplay. Could you guys just be patient? You're always quick to bash stuff. Again, I said this earlier. If SNK makes everything about these characters different, like I said, their visual design is dope. I like it. And if SNK goes the extra mile and makes all the animations different, all the specials, supers, normals, and command normals different, that's good. I'll be alright with it. I would not have had as much of a problem with this if they were free secret hidden character DLC. Again, I like that idea of all of them having like alternate climaxes where they can transform into their Orochi forms. That would have been crazy, but cool and creative. And again, I am happy to see this team back in a mainline KOF game. I'm happy. CYS has always been one of KOF's coolest teams, but I don't know if people like them enough to where they'll accept something like this as paid DLC. Even with all the standards that I talked about, my hopes for this team to make them at least somewhat tolerable to me, I will look at this team on the selectable roster, taking up slots, and will still stand by my original sentiment. SNK could have done a lot better and been more creative than this. But hey, those are just my thoughts. What do you think? Are you alright with Team Awaken Orochi? Do you think SNK could have done a lot better than this? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos in the future. Also, ring the bell. First time I gotta plug this. And I'm only saying that because several people have come to me and said that I've uploaded videos and YouTube isn't notifying them, and I'm not sure how 100% reliable the bell is, but I'm guessing, hey, try everything you can to ensure you get notifications about new videos. But there you are. I'm Chris Lotus, and I will catch you all next time. You all take care of yourselves, be safe out there. Those of you in the hot weather like I am right now, stay hydrated, stay healthy. See ya.